What is up, you guys? My name is Kalyssa and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here or if you're not and you're not already, please hit that subscribe button down below and leave a like and comment to show your support for my videos. That would be much appreciated. Alright. Need a drink. Need to stay hydrated. So today's video, I want to talk. I wrote something down. Start from the beginning. I was watching a YouTube video like I do, and I was thinking about the phrase, like giving it something your all. You know, like putting your head down and grinding and just really going for it, which I've done multiple times throughout my athletic career. But for some reason, giving myself my all in other aspects of my life, like weight loss and just confidence and those kind of things, I've fallen short. And so I was just kind of thinking on that, and I wrote it down here. Actually, I wrote it on my phone and then I wrote it down here because my phone I'm filming with. But I just want to read this because I'm going to be able to read it better than say it just off the top of my head. But it just has to go along with giving something your all, but also like not feeling like you're enough. Anyways, I'll just read it and then I'll explain after. So this is what I have. I always felt like I wasn't good enough to elevate other people for many reasons. I wasn't athletic enough, so I still I always felt like I wasn't good enough to elevate other people for many reasons. I wasn't athletic enough, so I couldn't be the captain because I still had work to do. I couldn't be a confident woman because I wasn't the normal beauty standard. I felt like I had to shrink myself in order to be accepted, yet I had to grow in order to be respected. I was always afraid of being judged, so I didn't give my all to myself or others the way I wanted to. I wasn't fully me. So, like, obviously in my sports career through high school and college, like, there was so many times that, like, I worked my butt off. I was extremely coachable. I always showed up early, like, stayed late, would work on drills outside of stuff, like, was, coachable, listened, looked up other people's stats, watched YouTube videos to try to get better, was constantly thinking about what I needed to do in order to get better, making sure I was sleeping, making sure, I was doing the things I needed to in most aspects. But it always felt like I needed to do more. And because of being overweight, I felt like I wasn't really an athlete. Like, there was some, what is that thing called? Imposter syndrome? Where it was like, okay, well, like, you're an athlete, but, like, you're not really athletic, so, like, are you really an athlete? Although I was putting in work, like, lifting 3 hours a day, going to, like, training an hour and a half a day, doing all the things that everyone else was doing, but I felt like my body wasn't good I didn't look athletic enough. I, wasn't quite there. And especially in college too, because with throwing, I was behind a little bit as far as technique, and I just felt like I was never good enough. I was always trying to, like, catch up. And then once I hit my goal, it was like, I need another goal, and it was always far out. But in that, because I had kind of like that, oh, well, you're not really an athlete, I felt like I couldn't lift other people up. I couldn't be that teammate that was like, oh my gosh, like, you go, because it was like, well, why are you telling me to? Like, I'm way more athletic than you are. I don't need to hear advice from you, kind of thing. So, what was the thing that I had to shrink myself in order to be accepted, yet grow in order to be respected. So it was always like, you're too tall, you're not athletic, you're, overweight, you weigh too much, you have to be smaller, you have to be more athletic, you have to, shrink yourself in a lot of aspects. But yet, I had to grow, like, I needed to be stronger, I needed to be, like, I needed, my stats needed to be better, my shooting percentage needed to be better, my distance needed to be better, my technique, I needed to be better in some ways, but then in other ways I was like, you kind of get what I mean? I need to be better, and I felt like in that, I wasn't able to totally be myself and who I truly needed to be. And I guess this came from, I was watching kalyssafit on YouTube again, and she said that she's always been the person that has elevated other people, right? Like, she's always been the one that's, like, pushing them to be their best and pushing them to do better and pushing them to, like, just achieve their goals, right? And I have done those actions. Like, I felt like I had that potential. Like, I was, in college, one of my teammates kind of said, the sport just really isn't my life, like some other athletes. And she said it to me, and I was, like, taken back, because I'm like, okay, there's more to life than just sports, but I put so much effort and passion into the sport that I felt like, in a way, it was, that I was putting so much into it because I always wanted to give it my all. I didn't want to, half-ass it, I didn't want to just do it to do it. And I, of course, enjoyed the sport, but I enjoyed it because I put in the hard work in order to get better and progress and achieve what I wanted to. And that's, it was frustrating because I still felt like, although I was doing that and I wanted to continually push other people, and I had some great teammates that also pushed me, I felt like I didn't deserve to push other people. I didn't deserve to be a cheerleader for them and tell them I didn't feel like I had the authority or the, credentials to tell them to work harder when I was overweight. Although I was still lifting hard, showing up for myself, putting in extra work, all those things, I still felt like I didn't deserve that. Even in high school too, and even in high school, because my high school was small, we didn't have a lot of people, and there wasn't as many people that were, on the sports team. It wasn't like everyone was good, Some people were doing it for fun, some people were actually really good, some people were really good, and some people, were just there to be there, and there's some people that wanted to be better, but just weren't there yet. But I still felt like, although I maybe had more skills and more knowledge than some of them, I still couldn't try to there's only so much I could push them because they looked more athletic than I did. Although I knew more and was able to statistically perform better. And I think that really hindered me as an athlete and as a person overall. Obviously it wasn't a complete lost cause, all of my athletic career, but just looking back on that, it's kind of like it held me back in a way. And I think it's done that for my life overall as well. I want to be able to fully express myself and be unapologetically confident in who I want to be and give it my all in other aspects too, because I've been tall and overweight my entire life, but I think physique-wise I can be better, and I'm really curious what I would look like and how I would feel if I lost some weight and tried to be that more fully athletic self that I'm going for, because I think I can do it, and I think that's one aspect where I haven't given it my all. And so that's why my whole thing of this video and my rambling is to see what I can do when I give it my all in this aspect, because I've done it to a degree in other parts of my life. Now I'm just rambling, but I hope that all made sense. I hope what I said, what made sense. So yeah, give it your all. That's my message. So thank you for tuning in if you watched this video. Again, like, subscribe, that would really help me out a lot. You can follow my Instagram, I'll put it down in the description, and my TikTok, and all that stuff for more content. Otherwise, see you guys in the next video.